Alright, so today I'm going to be playing Sora. Pretty much, this is a game made by Fruit Bag Factory, I think. They're the same people that made like 200% mixed juice and QP shooting and stuff like that. It's a bullet hell game. I've actually already played a little bit of this because I actually already tried to record this. However, I was an idiot and I blew up the recording. So I'll let y'all watch the cutscene, and after that I'll go back through the tutorial and explain the game, and then we'll go from there. Alright, okay. So that cutscene I think is actually supposed to play after I think like the first stage. Yeah, as you can see, I've played up to that part and that was it. Before I realized that my recording was broken. So that's my bad. So I think a couple of these cutscenes will be before that happened, before she was found. And this is right after they sent her to go fight. So yeah. So this game is hard, I'm not gonna lie. As you saw, I picked easy mode, and I was getting my ass beat pretty hard, because this game's pretty difficult. I'm not gonna lie. So, in the tutorial, they'll show you all the mechanics, but I'll explain them as well. This game is really different from other bullet hell games, and you'll see why in a second. If they stop. Oh yeah, this guy's name is Sham. That's pretty funny. But yeah. Unlike most bullet hell games, they get right into the dashing part. You don't move normally, and you don't attack normally. You don't just move in a single direction. Like, you know, usually you just have up, down, left, right. But yeah, in this one you actually dash, and you have the normal movement. And they'll explain when you dash, your heat goes up. And if your heat's really high, then you'll take a lot of damage. And this is really noticeable. If you get hit when you have a lot of heat, it'll take out like a lot more than normal. At first I thought like, oh, it'll only do like 3 times normal. No, I feel like it's a lot more than that. It does a lot of damage. complete beam hell, which is a pretty accurate representation of what happens. Because this game is hard. Yeah, they have 2 ammo types as well. They'll shoot energy attacks and physical attacks at you. You can only dash with the energy ones. But the physical ones you have to avoid, or you can shoot them and blow them up. I don't usually try doing that though, because it's pretty hard. So you can't take damage from those. But you can get hit by the missiles. He says nicely done even though I got hit. Yeah, so story-wise, this game focuses really hard on the aspects of war and exactly what goes on through people's heads, and it really questions why people fight in the first place. Which I'm not gonna talk like I understand anything about war, honestly, but I think it makes sense to at least consider that when we talk about the enemy, whenever your country or your people at war, just I think it's worth thinking about what they're going through as well, because we have to realize that it's different for everyone, and they'll get into it. They'll talk about more, so we'll focus on that there. The barrier, I don't really understand it too well. All I know is that every time I do like a special attack, which is their equivalent of like a bomb, it makes you invincible. A barrier shows up and you can't get hit. That's all I really understand about it, but yeah, here they're gonna talk about the hypers. So I just have to dash through these a bunch and I'll charge my hypers. See, if I take a hit, it takes out like a lot, unlike normally. I guess that's still... Oh, it's because I still have heat. Unlike normally, it doesn't like... It barely does anything. Like if I get hit by another missile. See? And then... Yeah, they have several weapons as well. Unlike most shooter games, you only have like 1 weapon. And this one you have like 3, and then your bomb, and then you have your dash attack. If you face live ammo and you can't evade, yeah, you can shoot the physical ammo. It's pretty hard to do though, and you risk getting hurt if you don't succeed in shooting it down. When they say special weapon right now, because I didn't play that much, like you saw, I only played through a few stages, so I only unlocked 1 weapon. So for me, the only special weapon I have is the sword. Like, you can actually cut people in this game, and it is really fun. I'll probably mess around the first couple levels. I'll probably end up dying too, but it's really funny to do. Because I'm gonna be honest, I think this is the only... Yeah, I can't think of any other bullet hell where I'm able to cut things. Because it's a bullet hell. You're supposed to be shooting, not cutting. Not to mention, for a bullet hell, this game gets pretty disorientating. Yeah, there's a reason why they have this lock-on system. They won't let me cancel. Yeah, and you'll notice whenever you use a weapon, you just stop moving. Like, you have to stop moving in order to use the weapon, which is like completely different from any other game I've played before. Because, you know, usually you're able to move around and shoot. In this one, that is not the case at all. You actually stop moving completely. But you can cancel it by either dashing or using another weapon. So the only thing that I'm really comfortable doing is canceling the laser into the bazooka and then dashing after that. Like they just said, oh, bazooka can cancel into a beam rifle. No, I do it the other way around. I'm not sure which one's more effective. Hopefully my way. I get very excited about tagging. Okay. Oh, see, I got hit there. Yeah, it's really mandatory to cancel like a bunch. If you don't, you're gonna die. Okay, this is a mechanic that I do not use at all because it's super confusing. Pretty much also different from most bullet hell games. You're able to lock on in this game because if you notice that whenever you shoot, it just shoots at the enemy that you've got locked onto. So you can't aim your weapon. You just shoot at whoever you're locked in on. So apparently it's important to be able to switch targets if you need to, but I never do it. It's too hard because you have to push a direction like that. See this guy, and now it's this guy. And now it's this guy, and now it's this guy, and now it's this guy. Oh, come on. There we go. Ooh, and this is pretty much the bomb, the overdrive, the whatever you want to call it. It's the get out of jail free card. You just pop it whenever you're in trouble. And not really ever to actually do damage, because that's extremely dangerous. Whee! And I think you can do missiles too. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, that's the barrier. Just makes sure that you can't get hit. I rarely cancel hypers. I'm not used to this game yet. It's really difficult. And as far as I've seen, your shield doesn't replenish at all throughout the level. So if you can't make it through the whole level and beat the boss without dying, well, of course you lose. That's why this game is pretty hard. Yay, let's go fight.